What's going on, YouTube? This is Hellraiser coming with some more sauce for y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can get notifications every time I drop another video. If you're not a part of the Hellraiser legacy, you're missing out. Join the Hellraiser legacy by clicking the link below. Get in or stay out. If you're not with us, you're against us. So I'm gonna randomly dig through my archives right now to see what we're gonna work on today, real quick. I'm gonna make these real quick and simple, man. All right, let's see. What do we want to go through today? Let's go to Postal. Let's go. Let's click any, mini, mighty, mo. All right. We're going to call this one Power the Postmaster. Let's blow this up a little. Oh, shit. Not that far. Okay, that's cool. All right. This is called Postal Power. Implement this procedure on every legal document in the beginning. Implement this procedure on every legal document in the very beginning. This automatically takes your case out of the jurisdiction of the system. This automatically takes your case out of the jurisdiction of the system and puts it under the international jurisdiction and the system knows this. Using a postage stamp, an autograph on it makes you the postmaster of the contract or for the contract. Whenever you put a stamp on a document, inscribe your full name over the stamp at an angle. The color ink you use for this is a function of what color will show up best against the colors in the stamp. Ideal colors for doing this are purple, which represent royalty. The rationale between using 2-cent stamps is that in the 19th century, the official postage rate for the de jure post office of the United States of America was fixed at 2 cents. Use stamps on important documents such as a check, travel documents, paperwork, and paperwork you put in court. Put a stamp on the right-hand corner of the instrument, both on the front and on the back. The bottom right-hand corner of the face of the check, note, or bill of exchange signifies the liability. Furthermore, the bottom right-hand corner of the reverse of the document is the final position on the page. If you have only one stamp, put it where you expect to sign an autograph over it crosswise. In the case of a traffic ticket, for instance, put a stamp on the lower right-hand corner where you're supposed to sign an autograph across the stamp at an angle. Autograph and a stamp not only establishes you as the postmaster of the contract, but constitutes a cross-claim. Using a stamp process on the documents presents your adversaries with a problem because their jurisdiction is subordinate to that of the UPU, which you have now invoked it for your benefit. The result in practice of doing this is whatever those who know what you are doing are recipients of your documents. With autograph stamps, they back off. If they do not know, they take the matter to the U.S. Postmaster to deal with. If he will not provide you with your remedy, you take the matter up with the UPU for them to clean up. The countries whose stamps would be most effective to use are China, Japan, United States, and Great Britain. Utilizing these countries covers both East and West. However, since the U.S. seems to be the point man in implementing the New World Order, one might be would most advisably use U.S. stamps. If you stamp on documents you submitted to the court, put a stamp on the back of the page at the bottom right-hand corner. Do not place any stamps on the front of the court paper since doing so alarms the clerk. By placing your autograph stamp on the reverse right-hand corner, you prevent being damaged by one of the tricks of the judges these days. A judge might have your paperwork on his bench, but turn over so only the backside, which is ordinarily blank on every page, is visible. Then if you ask about your paperwork, he might say something like, "Yes, I have your paperwork in front of me, but I don't find anything." He can't see anything on the blank side of the page. If you place an autograph stamp on the lower right-hand corner of your foreclosed, if you place an autograph stamp on the lower right-hand corner, you foreclose a judge from engaging in this trick. In addition, when it comes to the court documents, one side is criminal and the other side is civil. Using the autograph stamp that you rubber stamp with your seal, bullet stamp, on the back side of your court documents is evidence that you possess the counseled obligation on the civil side. Since there can be no assessment for criminal charges, and you show that you are the holder of the civil assessment, there is no way out for the court. Repeat that again. Since there can be no assessment for criminal charges, and you show that you are the holder of the civil assessment, there is no way out for the court. Also, if any court document you put in, handwrite your EIN number, your social security number without the dashes, in gold on the top right-hand corner of every page with the autograph stamp on the back. Use a notary combined with the postage stamp, and sometimes embassy stamps give you a priority mechanism. However, everything is commerce, and all commerce is contract. The master of the contract is the post office and the UPU. The UPU is the supreme overlord of the commerce, banking, and postal systems of the world. Use of these stamps in this matter gets the attention of those in the system to whom you provide your paperwork. It makes you the master of that post office. Use of the stamp is especially important when dealing with major players like FBI, CIA, Secret Service, Treasury, etc. They understand the significance of what you're doing. The bottom line is that whenever you need to sign any legal commercial document, put a stamp, even a 1-cent stamp, over where you sign, and sign at an angle across it. Let the recipient deal with the significance and consequences of your actions. If you are in a court case or at any stage of a proceeding, such as an indictment, summons, or complaint, or any other hostile encounter with the system, immediately do the following. Make a color copy of whatever documents you receive, or scan them into your computer. Stamp the original of the first page of every document with the ARFV stamp. Put a postage stamp in the signature space and autograph across it at an angle with your full name using purple or blue ink. Handwritten with the upper and lower case, the way you're supposed to correctly sign your name as a creditor, with your gold ink bullet stamp, which is your seal, on the upper left-hand portion of the postage stamp. Make a color copy of the stamped autograph pages and or scan into your computer. Put a stamp on the lower right-hand corner of the back page on the back of every page and bullet stamp and autograph it. Number 4, have a notary send each document back to the sender with a notary certificate of service, which is where you can get from the county, your local county, inside of your courts. So after you get a document notarized, you go down to your county courts and you get you go to the you let them know that you need to get a notice for authentication for a public notary. Okay, with or without the company supporting affidavit by you, if you have an affidavit, put an autograph stamp at the upper right-hand corner of the first page and the lower right-hand corner of the back of every page. People who engage in this process report that when any acknowledgement judge or attorney or official sees this, matters change dramatically. All of these personages know what mail fraud is. Since autographing the stamps makes you the postmaster of the contract, if the envelope has a red meter postage mark on it, they are the ones who have engaged in mail fraud because there is no cancel stamp. When you place an autograph stamp on a document, you place the document and the contract underlying it under an international law and treaty, with which the courts have no jurisdiction to deal. You canceled the stamp by sealing it and autographing across it. You did so in the capacity of being the living principal, as acknowledged by your seal and the jurant on your documents. I included the postage stamp canceled by affixing a postage stamp to each page and autographing diagonally across the top of each stamp equals canceling it, and putting the SS number at the top without dashes for the redemption number, and sign your name or our name at the bottom of the stamp, as we see right here in the example right here. Social Security number without the dashes, signed across diagonally, name at the bottom. If you can get a light colored stamp in the 2-cent denomination, it won't cost much. We already learned that any legitimate is going into international jurisdiction every time he goes to court. To establish that his papers are official, he uses a dollar postage stamp on the face of the first page. The stamp also invokes postage statutes and the Universal Postal Union jurisdiction. His stamp of choice, his Fox US dollar postage stamp. However, he needs to autograph across the stamp, then date the autograph for 2 reasons: to comply with the postal regulations concerning private mail carriers and to make the continuance of the evidence that the processed paperwork is mail. 269. So what are we doing? By placing a postage stamp on our admiralty paperwork and endorsement on the back of the first page, is using the authority of the sovereignty of the longest surviving solvent governmental authority in the United States. Through the Admiralty, we are taking the post office and the judicial system back to the 200 years, and simultaneously create a new territory with all rights of Union membership afforded to the clearly independent countries. We are establishing the laws in the new territory with paperwork that have been filed. As we will later see, we are also correcting the errors of the founding forefathers. In that, we are also bringing the equal rights that they neglected to give to all the people in the United States. We are eliminating all legal deficiencies that handicap the sovereign status of us, the people within the court. We are guaranteed that all parties in the case, the clerk, the judge, the bailiff, all litigants have the freedom of transit in the Admiralty Court. If the clerk, judge, or other official fails to deliver our documents as directed, or delay them, or obstruct them, that person is faced with several penalties within the postal statutes and Admiralty statutes. The final advantage is that if we are obstructed because of the transitory nature of the action, we are in the Admiralty and can take the case offshore for adjudication in any court in the world. Amen.